Hello, I'm Dinus the Mirror.
Register, because eventually we still go to the land registry, we'll still check it, and we'll still do the deed of assignment.
Okay.
Because once we use agents that are registered, sometimes we have to pay them a lot of
Okay.
money to do this that the agents are not registered at all.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, we still have to go back to the land registry.
Because see, in America, it's pretty much agent gets a certain percentage no matter what.
But this this percentage is 10%.
Huh?
Yes.
Are you serious?
But it has nothing to do
sale?
with you. Yes.
Really?
It has nothing to do with you. Since we're the one using the agents, then we have to pay them. It has nothing to do with you.
Really?
Yes. But these ones don't take that because there's no law.
Because in America, it's like every agent, they get just a flat certain percentage. It's like anywhere from like 3.5 to 5% of the sales price.
They get 10%. Registered agents get
10% in Lagos?
Yes.
That's crazy.
In
Nigeria?
And it's even in their, what's it called?
So
it's
this
in their law.
So are you a registered agent?
She's a lawyer. She's
my
my colleague.
Oh, you're a lawyer.
She's a
Okay,
lawyer
okay.
as well. So
With real estate lawyer. Okay, okay.
That's what I'm saying. That those
So
guys
I
are
work with them.
the agents.
Okay.
The
But they are not
field
registered.
agents.
But they're not registered.
Yeah, but we are
Okay.
the
About
registered
it
real estate
Okay.
agents.
Okay.
But of course, you know, we are the top. We are
Okay.
the ones that they are the ones that
Okay.
go around. So he's saying this particular property is actually owned by the same person. So he sold one plot to this person. So what is left now is from here to there, which is 1.5 plots.
On the so the plot is in front of this property right here. This construction is in front.
Come on, just sorry.
Can we walk under the plot or no?
This other one has. If you come here, if you just come here, if you can see this guy fence.
Oh, okay, okay, I see it.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
Sorry. You can see the fence.
Okay.
So he has taken it over. After the fence.
Oh, okay, okay, I see. This plot right here. Okay.
After the fence down to the wall. The other side.
Yeah, to this wall right here.
Anywhere to that one is 1.5 plots.
Okay.
So it's where we're taking the half, we're taking the whole, or we're taking one
Okay.
plot. Yes.
Okay. And how much is this plot?
So the 1.5, he said is 15 million.
15 million.
15 million. The half
Okay.
is 5, then the full is 10.
Okay, okay, okay. And what's the name of this area?
This is Abijo area.
Abijo.
Destiny Estate.
This is Destiny Estate.
Destiny Estate. Okay.
But this place is not bad.
Okay.
We can check all the places as well.
Okay.
But you know it's closer than those other ones.
Oh, so the other one's a father.
Yes, they are further.
Okay.
But we'll go and check it too.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
Okay, when you were saying something about
Yeah.
so I was thinking that okay, since we're not getting full, we can get something that is just like what she said.
because the
Like a half?
you know,
Either we get half.
You know, the here now is has to do about the budget.
Okay.
You know, the lower the
Budget.
budget, the farther.
But father will go.
Yeah, that's
Where's
what
Lucky
came
Phase
here.
2? Is that far?
No, that one is. We've left those ones.
So we Lucky Phase 2. We are left
We've passed already.
Phase 2?
We've left.
Okay.
After the
left.
bridge, that toll when we paid the money, that was lucky.
That's
Okay.
So that's why you see your Lucky Phase 1, Lucky
Phase 2,
Lucky
okay.
Peninsula.
Okay.
Anything
But the
Lucky,
thing is
that's
that
where
all
it's-
those estates, we can go in, but the
Yeah,
places are,
I know. I would rather, like I said, I would rather build.
and the lands too. There are lands there too, but they're expensive as well.
Okay.
Talking of 100 million, 120
They're
million.
expensive as
Really?
well.
It's really high.
So that's
Okay.
the reason why I just told them something they can.
Okay.
No, you know when she asked me, I told her the budget. Me, if you want 1 billion, I can get.
1 billion.
If you want 500,000 naira,
Budget now.
if you want 300,000, I will get for you. This Lagos, but you know, of course, location is
The
what
budget.
location.
You said
is
300,000 naira. Where would that be? Another.
No, funny enough, is Shagam side. Just let's say from the hotel where you are,
Yeah.
it's about an hour drive.
That's far.
Yeah, this from that side to this side is closer from.
No, you don't need land.
You don't even need that one.
Okay.
You don't need,
You don't need that. What I'm just saying, okay, that one are easy for farming. If you
don't-
want to farm ahead, that's the way we take
If I get land like that, I just get in Oshobo.
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
But you know, Oshobo, the thing is, if you want to farm and you want to sell to the Lagos market, which is the most viable market here, you don't need to put your farm in Oshobo. You need to put it Okay, this is the survey plan of the land.
Okay.
So this is where we are standing on now. This is where we are on. This is the road.
But then again,
This is the land.
Hmm?
It's a corner piece.
Bring a surveyor as well. It's not safe because of they say it's 1.5.
Okay.
And you just decide that yes, it's 1.5. You bring the surveyor to remeasure.
Survey. Yeah, survey. Yeah, it's land survey. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but this side is not bad.
Okay.
Not bad. Because it's close to the express and this is in an enclosed area, it's in an estate. Because for me, you know, when you're even getting an apartment, when you're getting a property, you know, security is key. Aside from the usual, you know, access to title, you know, ensure that at least the land is free from any form of encumbrance. The next thing again is security. You know, you shouldn't be in a place where after building, after 2 months, you are parking your load because of, you know, robbery and all.
Robert, yeah.
So that's why you know, when she told me, I said I prefer somewhere that's, you know, it's an estate.
Would this be considered? Would this be considered secure?
Because of the
Yes,
estate.
it's
not
an
really
estate.
because of the estate. No, it's an estate.
You know,
Okay.
they gave us a tally.
They gave us.
Their security.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like an estate.
This is
Oh,
protected.
okay.
You can't
So
just
estate.
come in.
Okay.
It's an estate.
You can't just
You can
come
see
in
some
without
houses.
any security
There's
check.
a house there. You can.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
There's one here as well. Down, not this one. This one there. So sometimes
so you
people
can-
just come to areas like this
You
and
can
just
see
build.
you can see that. You know, and you know the way it is now. I know real estate all over the world. It keeps developing. So
Yeah.
getting this place now, I'm sure that even before
In
you
the next 2-3
finish
years,
building,
Yeah.
develop.
you get much more developed.
So sometimes people
and-
just come and just build and just leave. You see at the back as well.
And here also, you know, these areas, the what will I say? The return on investment is usually higher than where we are coming from. Here, if you let's say you want to do, maybe you want to do on your half plot now, maybe you do after you do your duplex, then you want to do maybe mini flats. Mini flats here is about 500,000 naira per year. So let's say if you do 2 mini flats, that's 1 million naira residual income. So, but on the mainland, maybe you'll be hearing mini flats for, you know, lesser price. And so, you know, here it's higher.
Okay.
So we actually know what we are selling here. You know, when we come to the island, it's not. This is
benefits. Is
yes.
You can
I rent
use it for residential
investment.
as well. You can use it for investment, rent it out. And
Because there are a whole lot of people that work here, so there's a very high demand.
Should we check another?
Yeah, let's go check another one. Yeah.
But this is like the closest of what we have.
Okay. And the other, how far is the other one out?
No, we're going to go.
Okay. Let's go.
Are you tired?
No, fine. I'll just asking.
So like you said, it's 1.5 plots. Said if it's
I would get just one plot. How much is one plot? You said it was 5 million for one plot.
no, you said
One
half.
plot is 10 million.
One plot is 10.
Then half is 5 million.
Okay.
Here in this area.
Okay.
You can get to other places. Check.
Look at it from the
I know the other side. We went that way.
So we got to go over the.
You can then this is the land. But okay, before you record, let's go through the other side.
Okay, cool. I'm recording, by the way.
Let's go through the other side now. Okay. The other street. Can we go in? That day we went.
No, that day we walked through
Walk through this side.
the other side. This place is fenced, even the other side is fenced.
You said you want to buy.
See, I would buy. Me personally, I would just buy land and build because I just don't like the way these structures are shaped. I like more modern looking. These are just very.
And then again, this is Agungi Lekki. You can go to Lekki Phase 1 if you're looking for what's it called? Houses that you like as well. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So we are done with what we are seeing today.
Straight.
But inside the construction inside is really nice.
It's real nice. It's real nice.
The
Yeah.
finishing.
Yeah, it's real modern. It's real nice. Yeah.
So then again, you can paint it to how the color you want, and when
Right.
you do your own, since you're
I
buying,
have people that once they buy houses like this,
they just
they do 1 or 2, you know,
adjustment.
Question: you put your seatbelt on because of the beeping sound. No, just the beeping sound with the
Yeah.
sound of the video.
It's fine. You know,
Like
they
you
do
can
1
go
or
like
2.
look at all these houses here. So once you buy, you can do your own adjustment to what you want it to look like. That this is school, care. So inside the estate they have like care and all that, and schools and all that. So.
And Lekki, without traffic, is about, well, there's always going to be traffic, I guess, but without traffic is about, what, 45 minutes to the airport?
So you see this building here also?
Yeah.
Can you see this one up front? This is also for sale too.
Okay.
You see, this is, so...
And how much would that cost? About the same price?
About
or do you
the
know?
same price.
Okay.
About the same
We have,
price.
if you want to make inquiries, we have to call the number, but it's about the same price.
Okay.
It's about the same price.
Now, my question is, people who are interested, in America, we call them foreclosures. So anybody that's interested in distressed property, how is that process as far as finding one? So in America, you go to the courthouse, or the bank sells them. You know, properties that people can't keep up with, that they want to get rid of, or if they do have a mortgage on them.
Is that the good house?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes now it depends if what's it called? Because there are some houses that people took loans and they construct and they're not able to pay the loans. So what the thing is that the bank is going to, like, you know, they're going to foreclose and take the property. So it depends. The bank can either sell or basically it's just the bank. The bank can either sell.
It's up to the bank, okay.
Yeah.
And then in America, there's some where people don't pay the taxes on it. So on these houses, obviously you have to pay taxes once a year.
You have to pay land use. Yeah, the same thing.
Okay, so if you don't pay your land use taxes, can the government come and take your house?
The thing is, if you don't pay the land use, according to it, it becomes more expensive. The government cannot come. Like, it becomes the year you don't pay becomes more expensive. Like, it comes. Like, if you don't pay for 2 years, you have to pay fines.
So what if you don't pay the fines?
They
actually take you to
they take you to courts. That's why you have the ministry.
Okay, so they won't come take your house, the government.
No,
because in America they'll come take your house if you don't pay your taxes.
And it's not outright like that. It's actually
and then again,
process.
yes, and the land use.
Give you the opportunity.
The land use is not so much. So why won't you pay?
Like, okay, so the house we just left, how much would the land use be roughly?
We can't say.
Okay.
We can't say. But the land use is not so expensive. So
you know the thing overall is that, you know, Nigeria is, you know, the land system here is not as, you know, what will I say? It's not as organized.
That's probably America.
As exactly.
Okay.
As in we are worlds apart. The system is worlds apart. So here the system is still a bit manual. It's still a bit archaic. So it's still usually, you know, hand-to-hand sales. Okay. And yeah, in fact, the mortgage here is really not...
Hold on real quick. Everybody, if you like Domino's and Cold Stone, they got I love Cold Stone ice cream. I don't like Domino's, but they got a Cold Stone, everybody. They got Cold Stones everywhere in Nigeria, in Lagos. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
And so as I was saying, so, you know, what will I say, the mortgage institution in Nigeria here still really has a very long way to go. It's...
you said mortgage?
Yes.
So basically, you got to in Nigeria, you have to buy money with cash.
Actually, buy with your cash.
So you can't really get a loan because
it's really like, very. If I'm walking through the eye of a needle, it's easier than even getting a mortgage.
Okay. So we could talk about that. How would you go about getting a mortgage in Nigeria if you want? Because, you know, in America, you only have to put down small percentage on a home. Like, for example, that home was 70 million. Okay, in America, you probably put down maybe 4 million. Okay. And then once you put down the 4 million, the bank covers the rest, and you just pay the bank every month.
I understand.
For 30 years. So you have 30 years to pay the house off.
I want to bring out a mortgage requirements that I have here on my phone.
Okay.
So that you actually understand what.
Okay. So people have to basically have cash if they want to buy a home.
Exactly. It's very difficult.
Well, I know in South Africa the system's more like the West, where.
And then again, if you want to even take a loan from the bank, you have
the interest rate is so much.
Yes, you have to even put like you have to put what's it called now? You have to give something as a collateral. Yes. So what again can you give if you're trying to buy your property?
Well, thank you.
Like what most people do is the property they're paying for, they eventually put that as their collateral. Then at the end of the day,
Well, how can you put your well,
Exactly.
yeah, well,
So-
that's the banks anyway. So,
at
that's the
end of
collateral,
day,
yeah.
So it's not even advisable, but people do it. People actually do it. She's going to bring the requirement.
But that's how it is in America. The until you pay the bank off, technically the bank has a lien on the
your
house.
property,
Yeah.
yes.
So that's normal.
But the requirement for if you want to get a mortgage, she's
Okay.
going to bring it out soon.
Okay.
This is a mortgage checklist
Okay.
that I have on my phone.
Can I see it?
It's actually home base. I mean, I'm trying to load it. Because I was actually trying to see if I could process one for a client of mine.
Did they get approved for the mortgage?
Have you been able to do it? Nikki, have you been able to do it? Google Map.
It's here already.
Okay.
Now.
Go
So
ahead.
can I just read it out?
Yeah, go ahead and read it. Yeah.
So he just sent me like a mortgage
That's where
checklist.
you
So he
put the
said
name.
the
Before,
first
yes,
step
before.
is the application. So you actually have to open a current account with the mortgage bank.
What makes sense? Can you turn the light on up there? Is there a light right there?
Okay.
Okay. That's
So the first,
Okay.
the application is you have to open a current account with the bank with a minimum of 200,000 naira,
Okay.
your utility bill,
Okay.
then your ID,
Okay.
2 reference, your passports,
Okay.
the completed.
When you say two reference from who, like your job or from?
It depends.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 references. It actually they didn't really specify it here. Then a minimum of 20% of the purchase amount.
Okay. That's
Deposited in a customer's account.
okay.
Then a maximum of 80%.
So
provided.
usually in America it's 3.5% if it's your first time home buyer, if it's your first house.
So here it's saying 20%.
Okay.
So imagine for a property like we are going that's one for 80 million.
And if you're a
So it means
foreigner,
You
have
could put down
to
16 million.
Exactly.
and the
you have to
utility
put
bill,
down
if you're a
16
foreigner, it's not
million.
easy for you to even
So,
have all that.
Then
You
he
have to
said
have your utility bill. That's
then
all.
the debit service ratio should not be more than 33.33%.
Yeah, that's
of your,
that to income.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
And then
Then aside from the interest rates.
what's the interest rate?
Is the thing.
How much is it?
17%.
17%. That's a lot. Oh, that's too high.
This is even the lowest. Some are as high as 20-25%.
That's crazy.
So you see, other ones are not even my issue. But when I got to the interest rate, 17%,
That's not even worth it.
There's a service fee of 1% annually on the outstanding loan balance.
Oh, that's crazy.
There's an origination fee that is 2%. That you're going to
Other
pay
value.
one off. Aside from that, you're going to pay 25,000 naira title search, 100,000 naira property value cost for property valuation.
Appraisal. We call them appraisal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Appraisal.
and another 20,000 naira for credit bureau and charging fee.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
then basically that's it. But the thing is,
And how long's the loan
interest,
for? Is it 30 years or how long is it?
as high as 20 years.
20 years. Yeah, that's not worth it. Yeah, that's crazy. You might as well just have cash.
17%.
Yeah, you might as well have cash because 17% more. Oh God.
This is even quite low because I've seen
I
some
think I've
as
seen
high as
21%.
exactly. I've seen 22. Aside from that, there's the 1%, the service fee that you keep paying to, that they call servicer fee of the outstanding loan balance. You can imagine. Then
it's just
your
best to
origination 2%, so 2% of 80 million naira. So that means for you to even actually get the loan, you will need to even have about 20 million naira for you to be able to get the loan out successfully. Then that is aside. Then you now start talking about the service,
17%.
the fees you are paying,
Golly.
the interest, and then there's a clause. There's a mortgage clause here in Nigeria that they actually have the discretion to increase the interest
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yes.
Yes, that's crazy. That's not even worth
at any
it.
point in time. They can. So now you are starting with 17%. There is no guarantee you are going to end with 17%.
Yeah, so in America,
so after
that's-
2-3 years,
In
they can increase to 20.
America, that's how the mortgage rate. That's how the mortgage crisis started. We called it an adjustable rate mortgage, and people couldn't afford it because their mortgage rate was going from like 3%
Thank
to
you.
15%.
To 15%.
Yeah, they couldn't afford it. So they were losing their homes.
So it's just
So
best to
at the end of the day, you just find out that just work, save for your money,
But
and
just buy
you
cash,
now see
pay
why
cash.
people go as far as that area as we went to, because it's actually better for them to get what they can afford
Right.
and take their time to build, their home. If it takes them 5 years, 10 years, then going into something that will start giving you high blood pressure, and then at the end of the day, you stand a very high risk of losing your money, and even the house. Then you'll be left with nothing other than frustration and depression. That is just it.
And those houses we saw, it's negotiable.
Yeah.
You understand? It's negotiable. And then again, you can even tell the landowner or the owner of the property, if they are going to accept, that you want to pay instrumentally, that you pay in installments.
What do you mean paying installments?
Like you pay.
So you can pay the owner in installments?
Yes, they accept that.
But with no interest rate, or
No.
really?
Some that's what I'm saying, that
But
it's
it's
negotiable.
not more than 3 months.
Oh, well, not more than 3 months. Okay, yeah,
Then
okay.
again, you can still, it depends on the owner of the property. We
Okay.
are just saying it, but we know that it's possible because people do it. So it depends on, you can negotiate, you can pay in installments, and you have to meet the owner of the property to negotiate that. So that's just it.
Okay.
Then you could draft a contract that you're going to pay, maybe to be like an MOU, a memorandum of understanding, that you're going to pay within maybe 3 months or 4 months or a year in installments. So that can be done as well.
Okay.